What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Professor MIMS, aka Professor Make It Make Sense. And today I'm bringing you a video about the Sean Puffy Combs trial, where his ex Casey is testifying against him in regards to allegations of sex trafficking and abuse allegations. But before we begin this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You know you guys are my audience and I want to keep bringing you this fantastic content. So please hook the brother up, and without further ado, let's jump right in. So Sean Diddy Combs is currently on trial in Manhattan federal court, and he's facing serious charges including sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and facilitating prostitution. These charges all stem from a 2023 lawsuit that was filed by his now former ex-girlfriend, singer Cassie Ventura, who has become the prosecution's key witness. So over the last 4 days, she's had an emotional testimony detailing a pattern of abuse during their 11-year relationship. She described being coerced into drug-fueled sexual encounters with male escorts, referring to them as quote-unquote freak-offs under the threats of violence. Now, Ventura also recounted multiple instances of physical abuse, including a 2016 incident that was captured on video on hotel surveillance, showing Diddy actually assaulting her in the hallway floor. Supporting Ventura's claims, former Danity Kane member Don Richard also testified about witnessing Diddy physically abusing Ventura and described a culture of fear and intimidation within his circle. So at this moment, Diddy has pleaded not guilty, with his defense asserting that all interactions were consensual and suggesting financial motives behind the allegations. However, the prosecution argues that the evidence, including Ventura's testimony and her corroborating accounts, indicates a systematic pattern of abuse and coercion. So the trial continues to unfold, drawing significant public media attention due to the gravity of the allegations and Diddy's prominence in the music industry.
Yikes. Now this whole court case has been a complete nightmare. I mean, I feel sorry for Alex Fine, who was Cassie's husband. He had to actually sit there and listen to Cassie explain in full detail all the graphic and despicable things that Cassie was doing under Diddy's, basically under his control. And I don't understand, from Diddy's standpoint, he's still trying to plead not guilty when there's so much evidence being thrown to light against him. And one of the worst things that happened was the footage of the 2016 at the hotel, where you clearly see on video Diddy, abusing Cassie in the hallway, kicking her, throwing her on the ground, and then to have the nerve to say he was disgusted then and he's disgusted now once it was actually released. It just shows you that at this point, Diddy might not be guilty of every single little thing, but there's enough to get a conviction out of him. And this might be not such a popular take, and I'm not condoning, again, anything that Diddy's done, because my personal opinion is Diddy's a foul person and the devil came to collect, and everything that he's done in his life he's starting to have to pay for. But what I was going to say was, Cassie, I don't think that she is completely a victim in this. There's something to be said about you being with someone for so long, you participating in all of these heinous acts, and you don't come forth and say anything until you're completely done with the relationship and you want to get some money out of the situation. To me, that just reeks of everything that's wrong with the modern day world, where we're willing to sell our souls. And when I say we, I'm really saying that this is a general consensus of how people move when they want clout or money or recognition or something that they want to get to further their career or to feel like they're making it in the industry. So it's sickening to me to sit back and then just completely put everything at Diddy's feet when Cassie, she had a responsibility to also come forth and expose this man. Now, I know there's going to be some people listening to what I'm saying and say, well, you got to understand victimhood. Sometimes when you're under somebody's control like that, it's hard to come out against them. Well, here's my thing. I get when you're directly influenced under someone, but the problem with it is you don't come to light all of a sudden down the road and turn it into a cash grab. If you really wanted to be righteous about it, then you needed to expose this situation a lot sooner, and you should have never been participating in it, because even if you were under the control, you playing a part in it still finds you just as culpable. But obviously she took a plea deal, which is what I'm speculating, because that's the only thing I can see absolving her from the situation. But it doesn't matter at this point. It looks like she's going to be more protected in this situation. But as far as Diddy, I personally think he's done. Even if he gets off on a couple of these charges, I think ultimately it's too much evidence that came to light. And recently they just said that even Prince had some dirt on Diddy before he passed away. He kept it as insurance in case something like this was to manifest. So, man, it's rough. And it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. So, I don't know what's going to happen moving forward, but it just seems like every day they have the trial, there's new information being leaked out that's going to put Diddy in a position where I don't think we'll ever see or hear from him again, at least not from the media standpoint. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think that everything should just be thrown in Diddy's lap? Do you think that some of this is being exaggerated? Do you think that Cassie is a victim? Do you think she deserves some of the blame? How do you feel about Alex Fine, her husband, and what he has to go through, sitting back and listening to all of this? Please do me a favor. Go in the comment section. Give me your full details. Let's have a discussion about it. And as always, stay blessed. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. This is Professor MIMS, aka Professor Make It Make Sense. And I'm out.